What I'm about to show you is subject matter that may be uncomfortable to some viewers. However, it is in the public arena and it is fair game, as all throughout every country in the world there is the vice trade. This series of videos I'm going to be doing, I must have a disclaimer for, because like I said, the subject matter may be uncomfortable for some viewers who either do not want to accept the reality of what's going on or find the subject matter, the things I'm going to show you, to be lewd and crude. I am only going to give you a little bit of my opinion. However, I am not going to participate in the activities that I'm going to show you. So let's start out with, what am I doing here outside the Shangri-La? Well, the Shangri-La in this city of Shenzhen is right next to the railway station. Why is the railway station significant in China for vice trade? Well, because this is a place where you will find a large amount of counterfeit goods, prostitution, drug connections, smuggling operations, and yes, even some illegal gambling. So we're going to take a look at what is the black market in China and how much of the economy is the black market involved with. Now, I've said many times throughout my videos and throughout these years on YouTube that the black market in China is much stronger than what most people are willing to accept. Most of the news stories you'll see coming out of China by so-called experts will estimate that the vice trade in China is right around as much as 10% of the GDP. I am going to tell you that, in my humble opinion, the vice trade in China is more closer to 20% of total GDP. I'll tell you why. It has some to do with government spending, and it has some to do with corruption, but it also has to do with just everyday activities of normal people, and the fact that there are simply not enough jobs in China to cover the vast population. Okay, this is one of the hot spots for prostitution, because not only do you have the expensive hotel chain Shangri-La, you have the railway station right next to it and a taxi stand, which means there's lots of people coming in and out. Lots of Johns who want to basically find a lady for the night or afternoon. This is the afternoon, and I've already got a lady here who is going to ask me about whether or not that I want to have a massage or massage. And what I always say is, booyah, I don't want it. Yet the massage can mean many things, and in this case, when she asked me that, basically it means, are you willing to pay for sexual services? Because like anything, and like any business that has good marketing, you're going to have different levels of service for things that you can purchase, even in the vice trade. So the massage can start at below 100 RMB. It can go all the way up to sexual services that are deemed illegal. So let's take a look at where this activity takes place. These apartment complexes across the road and adjacent to the Shangri-La in Shenzhen are honeycombed with brothels. And the reason why I know this is because I've often gone to the ATM before next to this railway station and got a bite to eat. And every time I walk this street, I always get marketed for prostitution and massages and all kinds of different services. So these complete 5 or 6 high-rises are full of that. And if one was to walk up there, you would notice that this is what they're doing in these buildings. Now, I'm sure the government knows about it, but it's done so somewhat discreetly. In other words, the lady you just saw in the video in the black, she's called a runner, and what she'll do is she'll grab Johns that come through the railway station, and she will bring them back into these apartment complexes, and then from there, under the guise of selling foot massage or body massage, you will get some kind of menu, or you will get some kind of verbal cue that there are other services offered, and that's where they make the real money. And that is happening at this railway station and at every major railway station in China without question.